EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store.
Your 2027 Cleveland Browns. Jason Sanders.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Cleveland. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now, faking the give. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. He's able to extend this drive.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 41, here's second and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. In motion comes Pittman. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. To return is Williams. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out by their new quarterback. Greg, it is a rookie from South Carolina.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. From the 23, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jordan Burch getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins, and
got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So, on fourth down, Matthew Hayball out to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Cardinals offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start with a short field looking for the first points in this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good for Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 31. Here's 2nd and a couple.
The 31-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Pollard. Good running inside the 25. And he'll be taken down. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett as he gets in for sack number 22 on the year. Now just a half shy of the record held by Michael Strahan and J.J. Watt. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
It's
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
This one caught at the 4.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to Michael Pittman.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he gets that to Hardman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one is complete to Hardman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. It is brought in the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Browns.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Throwing now on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. That's on the veteran Trent Brown. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. In trouble, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick hitting slant there. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a Browns 1st down.
Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
48-yard line.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's quickly out to Williams. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Judkins. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
Gain on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. He'll get this out wide. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2. At the 30.
He'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
33-yard line.
That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield.
It's second down and 10.
And that will lead to a second down. They'll look to throw again. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Josh Sweat in for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. In motion comes Pittman. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Will Lutz set to
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 52 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Harrison Jr. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Cardinals lining up for punt.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. There's that man again, another catch. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It covers 63 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Jason Sanders set to
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
at their own 30
The Cards offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Tackle there by Michael Hall. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. Into the hands of Myles Garrett. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Wilson on the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
Again, it's Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Browns have run out to a 24-7 lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. 12 yards on that hookup. It's an Arizona 1st down.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
16 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
In motion comes Pittman. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and a long way to go. McBride is the motion man. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been bringing a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A run, and here comes Judkins. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Mack Wilson on the tackle.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Browns.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
24-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
And 15 at the 29-yard line.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
16 yards. And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
McBride is the motion man. Back to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 9 yards.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll drop the throw. He'll look for Pollard out of backfield. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The ball carrier. He's across midfield to the
From just across the
49-yard line.
midfield stripe,
2 yards.
here's
on the pickup.
2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field.
Ready up.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Here's Robinson. And he is going to have a Browns first down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
And the Browns.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Mac Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So 2 minutes left to
At the
play
33-yard
in the
line.
second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cardinals have got it. Inside the 40, to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. We'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one complete to Brian Robinson. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Second and 4. At the 23-yard
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He'll step up and run. The Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Browns going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Sanders on for the extra point.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
In motion comes Pittman. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go could be their final play. It's fourth down. McBride is the motion man. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Turnover on downs.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Browns. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one.